So one more question about using your retirement income with real estate or increasing your retirement income with real estate, especially if you're talking about passive income in your retirement. I would say that lending out your money to somebody that invests in real estate is probably the best deal that you can do. So if you want to increase your income in retirement with real estate investing, I would suggest learning on being a private money lender or doing hard money loans. That way, you're involved very little in the day to day operations. You're not taking on another job of managing properties, contractors, dealing with resident issues. You're only increasing your income. So, what that looks like, fundamentally is creating a promissory note and a mortgage and then executing that with a operator, so to speak. So finding somebody in your community that you believe in that is already investing in real estate, that already has rentals or already flips homes, and just kind of becoming the money arm for them. And that is going to increase your income however you really want it to. Since it's a promissory note, you get to create the terms if you want to get paid on a monthly basis, if you want to get paid on a quarterly basis, or if you just want to get paid, every 6 months or once a year. You are very much so able to do that, as outlined in the promissory note. Whatever you and the operator agree on, you have the ability to do it. And one of the things that I really like about this is it increases your income in your retirement account without messing with the initial balance. So, one of the common things that are taught when in retirement planning is planning on, your the balance of your account decreasing by, like, I think it's like 4% per year, where if you have, let's say, $500,000 in your retirement account and you lend it out at 12%, well, that's going to, on the interest only monthly payment, that's going to be $5,000 per month. That $500,000 balance is still owed to you as outlined in that promissory note. So you're getting $5,000 per month, and at the end of that, at the end of the note, that balloon payment of $500,000 will be due. So you are able to live off the income while never diminishing the balance, and I think that's a really strong position to be in. And I'm afraid that the majority of people think that they have to start living off of their nest egg at some point. And you can, as somebody that has a larger nest egg or even a smaller one, it works at 50,000. You can, it's harder to live off the proceeds of $50,000 as compared to 500,000, because that would only 50,000 would only yield 500 per month. But that's still money that you can go out and spend without impacting your balance, which, if generational wealth is of any importance to you, if leaving an inheritance is of any importance to you, then that allows you to leave more money while still being able to pay for all of your existing living expenses inside of retirement. And, just kind of the chip on my shoulder that I have with Wall Street is when you invest your money in Wall Street, technically the shareholders are the owners of the companies, but you've got preferred stock, you've got the C-suite, you've got bonuses, you've got all the employees that have to be paid out before the shareholders are able to take profit. So I think that being at the bottom of the totem pole has extreme disadvantages and consequences. When you take your own capital and lend it to an operator, a local investor, somebody that there's a substantially increased amount of accountability there. And also, you are at the top of the food chain, right? So you have to get paid in order for that operator's business to stay afloat. So you're going to get paid. And in the event that you don't, you're going to be able to foreclose on and take over that underlying property, which, in theory, depending on how you do your due diligence and set up your loan parameters, is going to be worth more than your $500,000 that you lent out. So, the formula that we follow is purchase price plus renovation equals 75% or less of the after repair value. So, just using easy math, if we were to buy a property that's worth $100,000, we would only borrow $75,000 against it or less, which means if we defaulted, then the investor would get an asset worth $100,000. And if it's already rented out, then that investor would collect that full month's rent. Whereas at 12%, that $75,000 borrowed is $750 per month. If the property is rented out for $900, $950, or $1,200, then you also start collecting that delta and the full amount of that rent. So learning enough about being a private money lender to increase your income in retirement is probably one of the best, most lucrative and sustainable things that you can do, especially in the light of generational wealth or leaving an inheritance to others. Thanks for watching that clip. I thought that was a good question. And I think you can ask good questions too. Join us every Friday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for a live stream Q&A where we answer plenty of questions just like this one. In the meantime, consider subscribing to the channel if you want more of this content. And if you want to increase your deal flow, analyze properties better, and help me feed my family, click the link below for a free 7-day trial of PropStream.